Luthra, your own lens.
Gaurav, can you please start?
Hi, Namrata. I didn't know I was audible.
You are audible
Very good
and
morning.
yeah.
Very good morning to everyone, and thank you for inviting me here, Dr. Namrata, Dr. Subhash, and the whole DOS team, and of course, Center for Sight and where I'm operating today. So I'm operating on this nice lady. She's got a central PSC, and she's got only 0.25 of astigmatism. She's about 50 years old, and she's keen for a multifocal implant. We have planned to use, she has 0.25 of astigmatism, so we did not do a femto-assisted surgery here. And I'm using these pre-calibrated blades for making leak-proof incisions, which I will be showing you later. We have planned to use a synergy lens. Thank you, sir. And with Mahipal sir behind me and on my side, I think all the confidence there. So 2 side ports, and now these are pre-calibrated 22 gauge side ports, and I'll be using 22 gauge chopper and a 22 gauge bimanual system, which are customized for these incisions. So at this point, I will be putting in some xylocaine only, no viscoelastic, tighten the globe for my main port.
You are sitting temporarily or?
No, I'm sitting at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I thought as much because you can see the speculum there. But
Yeah.
somehow your
So,
this
no,
thing is
it's
not
smart.
aligned.
It's not centered.
No, it's not centered. It's not aligned properly. I mean, the thing is coming diagonally rather than coming.
Achha,
From
in my
the-
OT, it looks perfect. but
Okay,
let me
okay,
ask,
carry on, no
maybe
problem.
from the
Carry
lab. So I like to use a Rexis marker to mimic femto-assisted, perfectly sized Rexis, and this gives me a perfect 5 mm Rexis. So centered on the
So this is something Dr.
main
Ramamurthy also is a great proponent of, and now of course all this has come into
So-
the automated systems.
So a 2.2 incision, and this is at 135. So the Rexis marker is useful because when you're not doing a femto-assisted surgery, you're not using a Virion, then this gives you a perfect 5 mm, well-centered, perfectly sized and perfectly shaped Rexis, which is critical to putting lenses like the Synergy, which is planned for this patient, or for that matter, any good premium IOL that you're planning to use.
Excellent mark, Gaurav. And I think just to clarify, if you make a 5 mm mark on the cornea and you go corresponding to that, you will leave behind a 5.5 mm Rexis.
Yeah, so this is actually calibrated for a 5 mm Rexis, not for the
Excellent.
not on the cornea. So it's calibrated to give me a 5 mm Rexis. You're
Okay.
absolutely right, sir.
But this left a beautiful mark for the sake of listeners. Where do you get this marker from?
So this is by my name, designed by Epsilon for me. Last 5-6 years, we've been
Okay.
using this. Actually, I went through several design changes, and I have no financial interest, but they customized it, and it has a very good ergonomicity because even for deep set eyes, it does not cause problems and leaves a mark only for a few seconds. I mean, after my Rexis is over, the mark will be gone. So maybe you can call it Luthra's marker or Gaurav's marker, whatever you would like to call it.
You're adding Gaurav to the marker.
So I'll switch to the Rexis forceps. Again, while I can do the Rexis with the 26, for the sake of showing how you can do it even better. Again, this is a special Rexis forceps, micro Rexis forceps designed by me to give you a perfect control. And the thing is that you can look through it. So it has this opening in the middle. So you can see the flap at all points, even through the Rexis forceps. So this is also done for me by Epsilon. And although I'm operating in a J&J session, but these things are critical to get your surgery right. So you can mimic a femtorexis almost, of course, not as good as a femtorexis, which is my favorite for all challenging situations. And now a small fluid wave of hydrodissection. In fact, femto has become my most preferred technique for almost all challenging situations, from the intumescents to the posterior polars to the subluxated.
There is a transmission drop, I think.
I think while they come up, I mean, regarding the question about when you use a toric lens, I said now I routinely go to the toric calculator on the IOL Master 700. And in case that shows that a toric lens of a T3, T4 is needed, whether it's multifocal or monofocal, it's always a toric intraocular lens. It's only T2 or less, then we go ahead with the non-toric lens. And what Dr. Harbans was saying absolutely makes sense, because the modern formula like the Barrett and all already takes into consideration the posterior corneal astigmatism. So putting this lens right through a toric calculator right in the beginning is a good idea. Yes, are we back?
Can you hear me now, sir? Yes.
Yeah, we've come back.
Dr. Ramamurthy, I don't go.
We had a power cut.
Yeah.
I'll add another.
Can
point
we
over
have the
here.
microscope view, please?
Yes, trying to. On
Yeah, I do not take any estimating calculator chart or form from any company. I do my own assessment. Because if you see the pentacam reading at 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter, it is entirely different. IOL master is different. Patient's refraction is different. Patient's anterior chamber depth is different. So what I do is, depending upon the size of the pupil, if patient is young, he may have a 3 millimeter pupil size. So I go with the 3 millimeter readings. If patient is old, if he has got a 1 millimeter pupil size, I go with the keratometric value of 1.512 millimeter. So that means you need to also see the pupil size of the patient and astigmatism at that level what it is. So just and then because different machines give different access. I mean, IOL master may be different, pentacam may be different. So I make my own assessment depending upon the refraction, biometer, and a pentacam reading, what will be the axis which will give me the least chances of surprises. So that way, I get most of the time my post-op astigmatism less than 0.5 diopter.
Can we
So if you go on to the
spotlight?
chart,
Yeah,
then
Sajid.
we are not taking everything into the consideration.
Okay, Gaurav, can you continue?
Yes, Namrata, sorry about that. I think
No,
there was
that's fine.
suddenly,
It's fine. We can
for
see.
some reason there was a power cut. I'm almost back. My machine is primed, and we'll take another 10 seconds. In the meantime, anything else to discuss on the synergy which I'm planning to use here, or on the patient or anything, I'll be happy to answer any questions.
So how do you compare the synergy with the trifocals, Gaurav? I think
So I'm
we all
using quite a few. I was using a Panoptix till 2 years back. Then I was using a lot of the Zeiss lenses, but now I'm mostly onto Synergy because the added advantage of two things basically. Near ability without using extra illumination is one thing where I think the Synergy scores on the other lenses, and then the continuous range of vision, and also their distance ability. So in low light, I mean in lower light situations, the Synergy tends to perform better for my patients than the previous trifocal designs that I was using. So three big areas where I think it has made a difference. Even in ambient light, patients are able to read, which other times I have to tell them that, please use good illumination, then only you'll see that reading benefit. And of course, the intermediate to the near, they don't have those steps. So that's another big area. And almost no glare and halos complaints from patients. Not that I'm trying to elicit them, but nobody has really complained, and they seem to adapt to it very fast. So all three things seem to work. I only wish that we had a toric version with the Synergy, because we are missing out on quite a few patients who have combined astigmatism and.
I think the only excellent points, Gaurav. The only additional point I can think of is that, even with the trifocals that are currently available, most often the near vision starts from 40 centimeters.
Yes.
What I find in our with the Synergy is that even at 33, 35 centimeters right up to infinity, it gives a 20/20/20/25 vision. And with our short statured population, some of them really are able to read quite comfortably with the Synergy, and which is very important to these elderly individuals.
Absolutely. So we are all set, sir. They were just having some issues with the pack because the power went off suddenly. So they've primed it now. And just give me another 2-3 seconds and I'll be on it and try to finish it off fast, because I know that we are running a little behind schedule.
So I think two things. One is the operating microscope, and the other, the machine connections should be on a system,
UPS,
which doesn't
yes.
UPS, which
Yes.
doesn't. So if
Actually, Namrata, I think it was all on UPS, but what happened was the main board on which everything
have
was put,
gone.
they plugged in some new device to it, which caused the MCB to,
Yeah.
go off for a moment. And that's why everything collapsed, because everything was on UPS, the same UPS. So I think we are all set now. And I'm operating with a bottle height of just 40 millimeters. And I'm using the Signature Pro, which is now my favorite preferred machine. So you can see that even with my hard brown cataracts with this special sleeve, which gives high flow, I'm able to get a very stable chamber, and the fluidics are very, very good. Moreover, the cutting ability now with the Signature Pro, even with hard cataracts, is excellent. So
What grade of cataract is this?
so this is a softish cataract.
I
I
know,
would
this
put it as
doesn't
grade
look-
2.
yeah.
She's a young lady, 50 years old. It's not a hard cataract at all. And if you can see that my chopper is again specially designed because it occludes my side port. So it's designed to fit the 22 gauge side port that I'm using. So
you're-
there's no fluid loss from my side port as well.
So can you center it a little bit?
Okay,
because
is it better now?
Towards you, yeah, towards you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
It's good.
yeah. Is that better?
No, no, no,
Yeah.
towards you.
Towards
Pull
this
it-
way?
Yeah, yeah, better.
Okay. So you can see that this is a special flattened chopper which occludes the side port. And being soft, I don't know whether I'll chop it or I'll just aspirate it, but I'll try to chop.
Soft is a greater problem than a hard
That's true.
cataract
So-
because
It's for an Arab speaker or a quadrant removal. No, quadrant removal. I'm hoping to show the cartwheel phaco in the back for the soft cataract.
so what are your parameters? I think that is the most important at
I'm
this
using
point
a
in time.
40 ml bottle height, and the rest they will read out and tell you. 28 aspiration, 380 vacuum. So I work with low parameters because my
Very
bottle
modest
heights-
settings.
Bottle heights are low, so I don't use very high parameters. And for these soft cataracts, sometimes I like to do this cartwheel phaco. Because it just kind of rotates it out of the bag and is removed in a few seconds. It's an improvised technique, but works very well in these relatively soft, not the real soft ones, but relatively soft grade 2 kind of cataracts.
For the sake of the audience, for this type of technique, having a slightly larger rexis of at least 5.5 millimeters is important.
For the cartwheel, sir,
Yes.
Yeah. To
I
Okay.
actually make a standard 5 mm because I never plan the cartwheel. It just
Okay.
happens. So, yeah, but your point is well taken, sir.
worked very well, Gaurav.
Thank you, sir.
The other important factor is, I think, with the 2.2 millimeter needles, now phaco needles on the Johnson & Johnson platform, there's no significant reduction in the internal bore. So whether you're using a 2.2 or a 2.8, you can nearly use the same settings. Do you do that?
Absolutely. So now I like to use a bimanual again. This is specially designed for me. With both the handpieces are made to 22 gauge, and they're also sandblasted, both of them, because I like to do something that I'll be talking on tomorrow in one of the sessions on a hydrojet polishing. So these are both very finely sandblasted, which does not kind of cause any, and you'll see that there is no leakage from the side ports because both the side ports are totally occluded by my handpieces.
So which company?
So you get very
bimanual
good
is this?
depth. So these are again customized for me by Shyam, and it's made in 2 sizes actually. For those who like to use a 21 gauge side port, they are made in 21 and in 22.
So
I'll
what
be now loading
what
the link.
size knife you use for this?
Sir, I use a money knife, which is again calibrated especially for 22 because they don't normally make it, but now they are making a special side port knife which is 22.
Because
But I'm sure anybody can make it.
size of the knife, you will need at least 2 size bigger than the side instrument, because otherwise it will be totally tight and oversized and you won't be able to go in.
So it's not tight because if it was very tight, I usually have a problem. So I have actually tested out with both 21, 22 and 23 gauge instruments.
If you are using
So-
22, then the knife size has to be around 20. Because you use 22 knife and 22 port, because this is really rounded and that is straight. So it becomes very, very.
Actually, you're absolutely right. So what I typically do is I have all gauges available to me, 21, 22 and 23 knives and instruments. And after testing everything out, now these are calibrated to the money 22 blade and 22 is the side port, is my instrumentation also. They're all calibrated neither to be tight nor to be not to be not to be leaky. My main point is that it should not be leaky, and of course a tight incision. देखो shooter चाहिए. Shooter. Shooter चाहिए. क्योंकि hydro ना shooter के साथ ही काम करेगा. Sorry, I didn't tell you. I use a shooter because I do a hydro implantation. He's just arranging a shooter for me. Take 1 second. So our Rexus is mostly perfect, and with the hydro implantation, the advantage is that no viscoelastic is used and it's very controlled. And you don't have to wash out the viscoelastic, so you don't get IOP spikes, you don't get possibilities of TAS. Patients are very comfortable, and you don't have, with toric IOs also, you don't have that risk of toric rotation later on. So
you're using the irrigation port of your bimanual on your left side for your hydro
Yeah.
injection?
You're right.
Gaurav?
Uh,
Gaurav,
yes,
you're using the instrument that you're using is the irrigation.
yeah, this is the same irrigation
Same
which I was
irrigation,
using for
okay.
my bimanual. So
On the signature platform, you both have both the peristaltic and venturi. Do you
Yes.
change on the fly between one to another as you go on with the surgery?
I have done that a few times, sir, and I use it once in a while. So I feel that the venturi is very good at certain stages of the surgery. For chopping, peristaltic is great. I'm just hoping I don't have a sudden jerk of the lens going in, because somehow today the cartridge is very tight. I don't know why. So I'm pointing my lens towards the angle rather than into the bag. And I'm going very slow. I'm so sorry, but normally it goes as a breeze. Today for some
You
reason
have to
my
just
IOL is
center it a little bit. Yeah,
Is that better?
yeah, much better.
So the advantage with hydrophobic lenses is that I think I should abort this because it's really, really tight. Because if it comes out and shoots and comes out from the other side, I'm going to have a problem. So I think Mahipal sir likes to use the unfolder probably. So these must be brand new instruments which are not being used as much. That's my thought.
I think it's
Sorry,
more
sorry.
related to the loading of the lens because it's there.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I
No, it's,
also.
so the problem is with the injector, it's very, very tight. You know, so
Do you
this
think
is
in a
not-
situation like this, if you get the irrigation cannula underneath the leading optic,
sir.
that would have served as a extra, you did it beautifully, but it would have acted as an extra
Wonderful.
protection.
And sir, nowadays I leave my, and I'll ask Dr. Ramamurthy sir to comment on this. I like to leave my IOLs pointing from the, not in the horizontal position as I used to do it, but pointing towards the infratemporal area in the orientation of the supranasal to the infratemporal to minimize negative dysphotopsias. Any thoughts, Namrata and Dr. Ramamurthy sir?
I thought, 0180 was
was doing
what
that
was
for lots of
recommended by
years, sir.
Sam Maskett and others, because they say that that orientation sort of minimizes the negative dysphotopsia to the largest extent, because the optic haptic junction comes to lie there.
So I was doing the same for many years, and then there was a recent study from Ascaris, which they've the president of Ascaris, I'm forgetting her name, and they did a study in which they showed that the thing is least troublesome for patients when. So I also like to seal my port because see now my chamber is tight, and I'm sealing my incisions with the infusion on in the left port while the IOL takes its time to open up. I think it was very nicely folded up. And when the
Normally,
AC is really cold, sometimes the IOL takes time to unfold.
no,
Trip and blue then पढ़ा। Trip and blue है?
The advantage of Technis platform is because it unfolds so slowly that hydroimplantation is actually very easy.
Yes, sir.
Only thing is in the winters, probably you should keep them warm because it takes very, very long to unfold. And you finish the surgery and before you leave, you really want it to be unfolded completely and see the centration and all.
I think again, that was a nice demonstration of how to get that haptic away from the optic and
Yeah,
also on the other side.
Yeah,
I
good
think-
morning.
So I've managed to
Can
seal
you
it
give
and
my
to check
signal?
whether my incisions integrity is good. I'll put a drop of Trypan Blue. That's something again devised by me for, especially for pediatric cataracts where I want to make sure that there is no wound leak.
Thank you so much,
Doctor-
Gaurav. Wonderful demonstration. Lot of useful tips.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Thank you, everybody. Thank
yeah.
you.